Greetings from Edmonton. The trip here was, it was inspiring, it was scenic, and it was uneventful. In Sudbury, I laid in on the beach all day under my tent when the water was too hot. It was beautiful. And then I picked up some goodies while I was there. I picked up some books. So I picked up Reflections of a Business Nomad, Stories and Poems from the Road. Since I'm a business nomad as well, so I thought that was kind of neat to read. And then I picked up this one that I couldn't help but get into right away because it was just unique. So it's called A Jewish Soldier and Hitler's Army, an Unlikely Warrior. So that's been pretty interesting. I'm a little bit more than halfway into it, and yeah, it's a good read. I usually donate my books after. And then, yeah, and then the last find I found in Sudbury was this Create Your Own Sunshine. So let's find a spot on my dash for that. Alright, so let's do that right now. It looks like it's kind of dusty, eh? So let's clean it off. Whew. It's been a while since I've cleaned the Reba, eh? I'm busy traveling. And here we are. I'll do them more later. And then I'm gonna have to dry it. Yeah, if I don't dry it. Here we are. So I got some heavy duty glue. Let's put it on the bottom here. So that was my stay in Sudbury. Sleeping was probably the most difficult part of everything. Sleeping in Sudbury was probably the hardest, most difficult thing to do for the first 2 days. So ultimately, I chose to sleep in 24 hours, businesses, right? So I slept at hotels and in the parking lots. So I was undisturbed, but I didn't use the same one the second night. I went to a different hotel and slept there the second night. And then the third night I chose a different hotel, and it was probably there, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, and I saw some security guards come out, and I didn't feel, it didn't feel unsafe, but I didn't feel like that I would be undisturbed for the night. But across the street was a large apartment complex, so I went on foot across the street and checked it out. Beautiful visitor section. So I pulled in there and I had a peaceful night's sleep there. And then on my way I was to Sault Ste. Marie. I was really hoping to get some boating time in, but the weather was poor, so I only spent that afternoon, and I left in the morning. The weather was going to be poor. It was rainy when I got up, so no beach, no boat, but I did manage to pick up some goodies as well. So I picked up 2 more books. It's a good way to pass the time and maintain your balance, is finding something that relaxes you and takes your time off of whatever it is that you're, dealing with or not dealing with, and just give yourself some R&R. So I picked up this interesting book called is called Winnie the Pooh on Problem Solving, in which Pooh, Piglet, and friends explore how to solve problems so you can too. My problem solving skills are pretty high, but I think it was kind of cute on how Winnie the Pooh takes on it. And then something called the Happiness Project, on why I spent a year trying to sing in the morning, clean my closet, fight right, read Aristotle, and generally have more fun. So those are the gems I picked up in Sault Ste. Marie. And now here I am in Edmonton. So it's been really interesting what I've been up to here. So on the way here, I saw quite a bit of wildlife. I saw 2 bears. Good thing I didn't hit, or nobody in front of me or behind me hit. I saw 2 bears, a deer, a fox. I saw a crane, so it was kind of neat. And then of course there's lots of water and lots of things to look at on the way back to Edmonton here. So I'm going to get out and show you the project that I've been doing. So I was inspired by another Dodge Caravan that I saw with the rear thing at the end, and I'm like, whoa, that would free up so much more space. And so when I got to Edmonton, I looked up on what I had to do to make it happen. So now Reba has had to have cosmetic surgery. So first she had to have a trailer hitch. She didn't have a trailer hitch, nothing to attach a cart to. So got a trailer hitch at the auto wreckers. I attached it. The auto wreckers under $100. I attached it under $100, but it took me a while to find a place that would attach it. And then comes the cart itself. The cart itself, again, I got the cart under $100. It was a $200 deal, but I got it for $88. Like, it is super. And you know what? It frees up so much space, and that is one of the main components of maintaining a balance while you're in a van, is finding stuff for everything that you have, right? Not having to move piles around it in the middle of the night, in the morning before you sleep. So there's the cart, and then went to Canadian Tire and bought a pin thing like a hat came with, but this one has a lock, right? So nobody can steal the cart. And then I went and bought a box. I didn't want to go plastic, so I wanted to go metal, but those things can become pricey and then become quite large in size as well. So I've got this one, and I thought it'd be perfect. See how it looks like it's almost half of the whole unit. Well, I got another one exactly the same, but with these handles here on both sides, there's no way it would fit together. It was too close. And I thought about grinding these handles off, but then you still have this piece that sticks out. So I returned the second one I bought, and now I'm on a hunt for a smaller box, and still metal, but it might take me a bit to find the second half. But wow, whatever, it's already freed up so much room in here. And so I got a lock, and the lock has enough slack that when I do get another one, it should be able to use the same lock for when I do replace it. So now nobody can steal the cart, nobody can steal the box, and nobody can look inside. So that's the project I've been up to in Edmonton. And that was my ride from Sudbury to Sault Ste. Marie. I stopped in Thunder Bay for the night, and then here I am. So I will be chatting some more and talking more about balance and how to maintain it, because being back in Edmonton, I've lived here for 10 years, but I never I never chose to live in my van while I was here. So this is a new experience in trying to find places to sleep in a city that I lived in for 10 years. So I want you to be kind to each other. I want you to get self-care that you need in order to find balance in your life. Organize your stuff, because if you find a place for everything, then you can have better balance and achieve so much more. Bye-bye.